On Tuesday, after Donald Trump met secretly with Republican members of Congress to talk about the progress of the so-called big, beautiful bill that they've been working on for months and really don't appear to be very close to finishing, but Trump decided to talk to reporters. So one reporter decided to ask him a very simple, reasonable, and relevant question about some of the Republican holdouts who have been very vocal about not supporting this bill. You know, you just met with these people. How did it go with the holdouts? Essentially was the question. And Trump lost it on this reporter for just asking, basically, how did it go? Here's the clip.
Andy Harris said that you didn't adequately convince enough people to vote for the bill, the House Freedom Caucus.
You mean after this speech?
After this speech, that's what
Oh,
she
yeah, I
said.
think so. Well, why don't we see how the vote is? I think it was a great talk. It wasn't a speech. We talked about things. Who do you work for?
Notice.
Who?
Notice.
I don't even know what the hell that is. You gotta get yourself a real job. Let me tell you.
I've never even heard of that. Why don't you get a real job? Okay, well, Notice is in fact a real news organization. It was founded about a year ago by the founder of Politico, which of course is a valid, very real news organization, and so is Notice. I mean, I've used them as a source plenty of times. I've cited them in other reports. They're legit. So that man does in fact have a real job. But that's beside the point. The man could have said anything at that point. He could have said ABC News, and Trump would have said, get a real job. He could have said Washington Post or New York Times, and Trump would have had the exact same response. Why? Because that's what weak men do. Donald Trump is an exceptionally weak human being. He is a pathetic failure as a man and a failure as a leader in any way. And that's what weak men do. They try to make others feel small so that they, for a brief moment in their life, can feel a little bit bigger. And we all know, based on Stormy Daniels, that Donald Trump is a very small man. And maybe that's why he feels the need to try to tear down other people to overcompensate for his own inadequacies. And honestly, I'm not saying that to be funny. Go study psychology and they're going to tell you pretty much, yes, this is very common. But that's what Trump does. This man asked a reasonable, relevant question that anyone else in that crowd was probably already ready to ask as well. And Trump responded by trying to berate the man and accusing him of not even having a real job because Trump had no response. He felt small and weak in that moment because that was a real tough question. It wasn't a tough question. Republicans, especially those in the Freedom Caucus, like he was asking about, have been very vocal about not liking this bill. You just talked to them. How did it go? Are they still holding out, or did you get them onto your side? But that was enough to set this man off where he felt the only possible way to answer this was to make that man, or attempt to make that man, feel small. Because that's what weak, pathetic, spineless men do. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.